Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Locked Door. I'm your host, Sigrid, and after the heavy episode we've had lately, full of loss, grief, and the cruelty of the death penalty, I thought it was time we all took a little breath. So today's episode is a little lighter, a little brighter. We're talking about mail. Yep, good old-fashioned letters, envelopes, stamps, the whole thing. We're calling this one Mail Call Magic. And if you've ever sent or received a letter from prison, you already know it's not just mail. It's connection, it's hope, it's sanity, and sometimes it's complete chaos. I've got stories, tips, and even a few myths to bust. Because the way prison mail works and doesn't work might surprise you. Let's get into it. There's something sacred about getting that first letter. If you've ever written to someone inside, you know the weight. You send your words out into the unknown and then silence. Days, weeks, sometimes months, and then it happens. That moment at the mailbox when you see the return address and your stomach flips. It's real. They wrote back. I still remember the first letters I got from some of my pen pals. Their handwriting, sometimes messy, tiny, like they were trying to cram every thought they had onto the page. And in that first letter, they usually thanked me for writing, for seeing them as a person, for letting them feel human again. They don't even know you yet, and they're already grateful. Not for what you wrote, but for the simple fact that you wrote at all. That you reached through the walls and barbed wire and said, I see you. That's what makes mail so powerful. It isn't just ink and paper. It's proof that someone outside the fence thinks you're worth the stamp. Over time, letters become a rhythm, a ritual. You check your mailbox with a little more hope. You start measuring time, not just by dates, but by the arrival of envelopes. Did this letter come yet? Has it been too long? Should I send another just in case? For the person inside, it's even deeper. Mail call is often the best and sometimes the only part of their day. I've had friends describe the silence that falls over a tear when the mail cart comes around. The way everyone listens for their name. The way it feels to be passed over or chosen. And when that envelope has your name on it, whether you're inside or outside, it's not just mail. It's connection, it's presence, it's love in a form the system can't censor out. That's why I always say never underestimate the power of a letter. It may seem small, but in a place designed to isolate and dehumanize, it's actually everything. Because mail doesn't just fill time, it fills something deeper. It reminds someone that they're still part of the world, that they're not forgotten, that their life has meaning beyond the walls around them. I've had pen pals tell me that getting regular mail helped them stop fighting, stop acting out, stop giving up. Not because I was doing anything special, but because I was showing up consistently, kindly, like their life was worth something. This kind of connection, regular, caring, personal, is one of the most powerful tools we have when it comes to rehabilitation. Study after study shows that incarcerated people who maintain outside support and social bonds are significantly less likely to reoffend. Think about that. A letter, something as small and simple as a piece of paper with your thought on it, can be part of someone's healing, their reentry, their ability to imagine a different future. That's part of why Wire of Hope exists. We built it because we believe in second chances, and sometimes the first chance is just being seen. Having someone to talk to, having someone who remembers your birthday, who asks about your mom, who cares if you've eaten today. It may start with pen on paper, but it becomes a teether. And that teether can save someone's life. emotionally, mentally, even spiritually. And I've seen it firsthand. I've watched men who came into the system hard and shut down begin to soften because someone wrote to them. I've seen joy spark in people who thought they'd never laugh again. I've seen love, real love, grow through letters alone. And I've experienced it too. The people I've written to over the years, they've changed my life just as much as I've impacted theirs. It's mutual, it's real, and it starts with that first envelope. So when people say, "Why write to someone in prison?" my answer is always, why not? You have the power to be someone's reason to hold on. Okay, let's lighten up a little, because Malcolm is not always tear-stained letters and deep reflections. Sometimes it's chaos. Sometimes it's absurd. Sometimes it's frustrating. And sometimes it's just plain funny. Like the time Alan asked me to send him the Theban alphabet. You know, the one used in Wiccan and pagan circles, kind of like a symbolic alphabet. I printed out a simple chart for him to look at, basically how to read the symbols. Nothing threatening, nothing secretive, just a decoding guide. But nope, it got rejected. The reason? Materials containing code. That's right, I wasn't using a code. I was literally sending the key to decode it. Apparently, that was even worse. I guess the Meru thought he was starting his own secret society. Sorry, Alan, no magical alphabets for you. Or when I sent a picture of me in my American travel style outfit. Nothing inappropriate, just a crop top with a big skirt, the usual for that style. But nope, rejected. Apparently showing my stomach was too much, because a little midriff, clearly a threat to security. Knowing what others sometimes received, I remember thinking, really? It was clearly just to annoy us. When you try to be cute, send anything a little different, or the worst offense of all, you spray perfume on the envelope only to get a rejection notice because no foreign substances are allowed, and now your person thinks you ghosted them. Good times. The thing is, we try. We try so hard to be thoughtful, creative, expressive, to send love in ways that feel special. But prison mail rules don't always leave a lot of room for that. And every facility is different, so what gets through one place might be totally banned at another. It's a constant learning curve. Still, even with the rules, even with the return letters and the shredded cards, mail call remains something magical. There's nothing quite like hearing your name, getting that envelope, and knowing that someone out there took the time, even if it means dodging every strange rule in the book just to say, I'm thinking of you. Now let's bust a few myths, shall we? Myth number 1. They can write back right away. Nope. Between lockdowns, limited access to supplies, and ridiculous delays, even someone who wants to write you back quickly might not be able to. It's not ghosting, it's prison. Myth number 2. You can send anything in the mail. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Each prison has its own rules, and they're not just strict, they're also wildly inconsistent. No stickers, no glitter, no Polaroids, no lipstick kisses. Every facility has different rules, and they change all the time. Always check before you send. Myth number 3. All mail is read and approved. Technically, yes, most mail is inspected, but no, they don't sit and read every word. They're looking for contraband, not drama. They're scanning for contraband, codes, threats, or anything that breaks policy. That said, don't say anything you wouldn't want a staff member to see. Myth number 4. Mail doesn't matter that much. This one is personal because I've seen the way people light up when they hear their name at mail call. I've heard from men who haven't gotten a letter in years, and that first envelope cracks something open. Mail matters. You matter. Myth number 5. Email is faster and more reliable. Not always. Services like JPay or Getting Out sound quick, but messages still have to be monitored and approved, and that can take hours or even days. I've seen as long as 4 weeks, so that's crazy. Sometimes regular mail actually gets there faster. Plus, some prisons still don't allow email at all. Myth number 6, if a letter gets rejected, they'll tell both of you. Not necessarily. Sometimes you get a rejection notice. Sometimes they do. Sometimes neither of you finds out and the letter just disappears into the void. That's why numbering your letters can help. It gives you a way to track if something went missing. Myth number 7, people inside get all the mail you send them. Unfortunately, no. Items get lost, rejected, delayed, and even stolen. It happens. Mailrooms are overwhelmed and underregulated. Just because you mailed it doesn't mean they got it, and you might never know. Myth number 8, writing to someone in prison isn't a big deal. It is. For you, maybe it's just a letter, but for the person inside, it can be the difference between isolation and connection, between despair and hope. Your words might be the only kind ones they hear that day. That's never a small thing. Alright, let's talk about how to make your mail a little bit more meaningful, a little more personal, and still prison approved. Because sure, the rules are frustrating, but there's still so much you can do with just paper and a pen. Here are some of my favorite tips to make your letters feel like little lifelines. Number 1, write about the little things. You don't have to be profound. What you have for lunch, a weird dream you had, something funny your kid said, what the dog did when the mailman came. These little details, they matter. They help someone inside feel like they're part of the ordinary rhythm of life, the life they're missing. Number 2, ask real questions. Go deeper than just how are you. Ask things like what's a memory you go back to when things are hard? Or what was your favorite toy as a kid? Question with texture. Question that let them tell stories and be seen. Number 3, includes drawings even if you can't draw. Seriously, stick figures are underrated. Draw a comic, sketch your living room, doodle the sandwich you ate. It's silly, it's human, and it shows you putting in effort just for them. And that means everything. An easy one to do is just draw your own emojis. That works every time. Number 4, number your letters. This sounds boring, but it's practical. Put a little letter 5 or 6 or April 27, number 3 at the top. It helps both of you keep track in case one goes missing, and trust me, sometimes they do. Number 5, keep it coming. Even a simple postcard that says, thinking of you can mean the world. Consistency matters more than perfection. You don't have to write a novel every time. Just show up. That's the magic. Number 6, print what you can. If the facility allows it, include printed photo, meme, crossword puzzles, coloring pages, carefully chosen, because sometimes they think it's tattoo inspiration, and that's not allowed, or even funny news headlines. As long as it's permitted, little extra like this can break up the monotony of prison life in a big way. Mail might be slow, it might be messy, it might even come back to you sometimes, but don't let that stop you. The effort, the care, the love you're putting on paper, that always get through, even when the envelope doesn't. Prison mail might be inconvenient. It might be slow. It might break your heart a little when your envelope comes back stamped rejected for some mysterious reason you'll never quite understand. But it's also beautiful. It's a lifeline. It's a paper bridge stretched between two people in very different worlds. It's hope, folded into an envelope. It's a way of saying, you matter, you're not forgotten, I'm still here. And sometimes it's even more than that. Sometimes it's the thing that keeps someone going, that gives them a reason to get up in the morning, that reminds them they're still human, still loved, even inside a system designed to erase that. So if you're writing, keep writing. And if you've been thinking about it, take the leap. You never know whose life your words might change, or how they might change yours in return. And if you're looking for a way to make your mail even more special, I'd love for you to check out Pensionary, pensionary.com, my little shop made just for this life, for the woman standing by someone inside, for the friends and pen pals holding space through letters, for the ones who know that paper can carry love, laughter, grief, and hope all at once. Every card, every design, every word is created with intention, to reflect the realities of incarceration, to say the things Hallmark never could because it doesn't fit a lifestyle, and to help you show up with heart, even when the rules are ridiculous and the system feels stacked against us. Whether you're sending comfort, connection, or just something to make them smile at mail call, Pensionary was made for you. Thanks for spending the gentle moment with me. If this episode reminded you of someone you've been meaning to write to, consider this your sign. A letter doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be honest. Until next time, take care of yourself.